friends, it's Suzanne Mosley with PaperPie. You can find me here on YouTube, Suzanne Shares Books, Facebook, the same spot, Instagram, Suzanne_shares, my website with PaperPie. Everyone who works on PaperPie, our websites look the same, but SuzanneSharesBooks.com. You can find all these resources there. Thank you for shopping with me and supporting my small business and my family of 5. So I'm excited. Annually, I update a playlist here on my YouTube channel that is labeled Homeschooling Classical Conversations Resources. I'm a retired homeschool mom of 14 years. I'm virtually an empty nester now, but 12 of those 14 years, we did classical conversations. And while we were homeschooling, we used so many of these books. They truly are the best. And cycle 3 up for this next school year is what is going on. But with all 3 cycles of classical conversations, or if you're watching this, you just homeschool in general, these are phenomenal resources for you related to history and timeline. They're nonfiction and they're just great reference books that honestly we used again and again and again in our home. I love our history box set. There's the titles. There are 10 of these. It's 45 bucks. These are normally $5 a piece, but you can only get these in the box set. And if you are a CC family, this is what we use for presentations. I will let my boys pick out one. And if they have been through essentials, they had to make a keyword outline of their presentation. If they couldn't read, we would sticky it up with some with Post-it notes, and they would go through, and that would be their presentation. It was the best way for me to plan out what they were doing presentation-wise. History of Science in 100 Pictures. This does follow a timeline. These are specific events that are related within science, particularly, but they do pair well with the CC timeline and what is going on there. My favorite resource is our Encyclopedia of World History. We literally just read it aloud. It pairs so well with the timeline in CC. It pairs so well with cycle 1, cycle 2. We used it all the time. I used it as a tutor to just bring fun pictures for the kiddos to see in class. And literally, did I mention, I just read it aloud. We would find what our history statement or a timeline card they were interested in, just read it. Also, first section is about evolution, and we just kind of skipped it. Darwin and the Origin of Species is on the CC timeline. So we would just kind of mention that it was there and have a conversation about it. And that is contained in that first section, that first chapter of the book, and it doesn't show up again. But this is a phenomenal resource. It is internet linked. There's a website you can go to, and there are curated links that Usborne put together to go further in depth. I also love Time Traveler. This is kind of like Magic Treehouse, but he goes back to 4 ancient civilizations: Knights and Castles, Vikings, Roman, and Ancient Egypt. So great for cycle 1, cycle 2. It's also just a wonderful thing that goes along with the timeline, and it's a fun narrative nonfiction to let kiddos see what life was like back then. The little boy lives with a family in each civilization, and he gets to see how they live, what their houses look like, how they grew food, jobs that they had, how the Vikings built the longboats. It's amazing. And then Now and Then, this is a really fun, again, narrative nonfiction picture book about how things were done. What was communication like in the Stone Age? What was it like in the 19th century, and what is it like now? So gives great historical perspective on different things that happened. Cooking, what was cooking like? What were the Olympics like? So this is another hidden gem that I absolutely love. So I hope you enjoy those. Books crashed. I hope you enjoyed those history, reference, resource, nonfiction from PaperPie. They're all on the website, SuzanneSharesBooks.com. Thanks, friends.